The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Play stopped by Damone Clark.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys take over as he records the 40th interception of his career. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
1st down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. To the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. So a lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, McCarthy. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
McCarthy throwing on third down. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Back to the air, McCarthy. He's on the move. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They run again with Wright. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Milton Williams making the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 46. He beams one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get 6 more on their early advantage. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw. And that's going to be batted away. Incomplete, so pretty home way to wrap up our 1st quarter. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Dak now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, second and very long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the red zone. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18.
Vikings 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Hutchinson reels it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the red zone now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. The intended target there was C.D. Lamb. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Complete out to the right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
Vikings 3. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings in possession. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. McCarthy to throw for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyer Elam makes the play. The 50. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And the Cowboys nearly take it back for a pick six, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
He's got it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Right. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys get more points to end a lopsided first half. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Vikings 3. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kyer Elam getting there for the stop. All right, here we go. Second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys might be able to get some points late after the interception. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They haven't caught him yet. And our last play of the half is going to be a touchdown. He takes the kick back. No flags down. That's going to count. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rank gets it, headed right. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Right again. Give them about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. From the gun is Prescott. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It may have started off so small, but then he squirmed right through that initial traffic to find a lot more space to gash him. As far as shuffle passes go, Kate, the results don't get too much better than that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Getting up, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Prescott to throw. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Wright running out of the gun. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Milton Williams making the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Prescott here from the gun. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Vikings take possession of the football. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Connects with the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now it's McCarthy. Chased out to his right. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 22-yard line.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card.
With the score Cowboys 38.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. On the move, headed right. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go get your job done.
17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, here's Dak. It's caught, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Slot man motioned over. This is Wright running left. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. He's on the move. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 3. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
3rd down from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 1st down, ball at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hopkinson reels it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the air, McCarthy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And it's picked off, but, oh, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's going to be 4th and short. Here's McCarthy to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Running behind center with Wright. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Cowboys about set to celebrate this win. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now a run with Wright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. That play gains 6. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off, running left, right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And that one goes for a gain of 11.